Often we hear about people being givers, being kind, and sharing a lot and taking care of everybody, and then they don't get what is expected in return. They don't get the same thing. People tend to exploit them, yes, exploit, using them to the point where they don't have anything else to give, using them. So today I'd like to share about the fact of giving too much. Giving is great. Giving is necessary. We can't all keep everything to ourselves. We need to share with people. We live in a community. We live in a society. So giving is important. Receiving is as well. Giving too much is the problem. We need in our life to be able to evaluate what is too much, when it is too much. Here's a little trick I've noticed in my own life, because I've made this mistake, and I'm still learning to change in that aspect. When it's too much, people tend to take it for granted. First. So you see that it doesn't have there's no gratitude, they're not happy about it. It's not like you're looking for gratitude, but at least you're giving, so that because your intent is you want to make someone happy, you want to help someone. So when it's received in a negative way, you know that maybe that was too much. All right. So it might not be too much for you. It might not be a lot for you, but maybe for that person, it's too much. The person doesn't value it anymore. It's too often, too frequent, too much. So when you see that it doesn't have the effect that you'd like, you want to make the person happy, and it doesn't work. This might be too much. Now, when people take it for granted, it might be too much. Also, when you realize that people are now asking for more, you're giving what you're comfortable about giving, what you're happy about giving. And now you see that it's coming back to you as something that is entitled, that people want more. People suppose that, oh, right, she's giving or he's giving, then it must be because they like giving and they have a lot to give. Now it comes back to you as a demand that might be too much. I've realized something. Sometimes when you love giving and you love making people happy around you, you have to be very careful, because you're small. What is small for you might be huge for someone else. It might be huge for someone else. Let me give you an example. You might think that, all right, you're able to give $200 to someone, and for you it's not. You can do without it, right? But for that person, $200 is a huge amount of money. I say $200. It can be $20. It can be $2,000. It can be $20,000. So we have to be careful. Look at the person. Look at the situation of the person, and make sure you don't flood the person with your love, with your care, because it might come back to you as something negative. The person might now turn to you when the person is in need, it becomes a burden, because it doesn't come from you anymore. It comes from the demand of the person, and it's not good that people look to you as a savior, as the only person that can help them. It is not good to be in that place. Also, when it can be that, and sometimes you also see that it turns in a negative way. You want to bless a person you have a few hundreds. You want to bless the person, but you don't know that a few hundred is too much for that person. Now the person looks at you as who who does she think she is? Who does he think he is? With all that money throwing at us, you want to bless the person, and you want to yes, you'd like to make the person happy. And I'm telling you, this can be a brother, a sister, a friend, a family member, people that there's apparently no problem into blessing. It can be your mother, for example. I've seen that with mothers. People are happy, they're doing well in life, and they want to give back. They want their parents to be happy, and it is received in a very negative way. So today I wanted to share that this just a small reflection, a small thought, that examine, analyze, even though you want to people to be happy, even though you want to be a given hand, be careful, because at the end of the day, you want your love to be received in the right way. So evaluate. Maybe that person you want to bless with 200 is not able to receive the 200. Maybe that person is very happy with 20. Really, maybe that person is very, very happy with 20. I remember it was one day I had I like to be around elderly people, and there was that elderly woman I often spoke with, and we always had great time together. And one day, I don't know why, it came to my mind to give her a certain amount of money. It was really not a lot, and I didn't know if I could do that. Anyway, I tried, as I told you about intuition, I tried to trust myself, and I did it. The lady till today is grateful for that, because I didn't know that she needed that money. It was really not a lot, but that was huge for her at that moment. At that moment, it was very important for her. It could buy her groceries, it could buy her transportation, and she was so happy with that. Another time, there was a friend of mine whom I didn't know about the situation. She looked okay and all that, and I remember that I was doing my groceries and I thought about her. I said, okay, let me take some things for her, and I brought the groceries to her. She was so happy. She told me that it was the end of the month. She didn't know what she would eat for the last week, and she was so happy about it. So friends, I really want to encourage you. I know that out there are a lot of givers, really genuine people, sincere people. You love blessing people, you love giving to them. But if it always comes back to you in a negative way, a demanding way, and people think that you want to show off, it means that you're doing too much. And really, you have to lower what you are giving. It can be also about your time. Maybe you're spending too much time with some people. You see that you're on the phone with people, and then they don't pay as much attention as they used to. It means that maybe you're spending too much time with them. It means that maybe next time they call you and you are busy, maybe you don't pick up your phone. This is something I've always done anyway. My phone is not always open. Most of the time it's on silent. It helps me focus on the things I have to do. And I tell you, when you focus on yourself, you get so much done. This is for another video. Anyway, make sure that people can reach you when you are available, so that they don't take you for granted. They don't take the time you're spending with them for granted, because we need people around us, but people also need you. So make sure that when they need you and you are very present, you pay attention to everything, you give advice, you listen to them. Make sure when you also need them, when you are in a situation where you need someone to listen to you, the person can also pay attention and give you that time. If you don't get that, please, it means that that person is not as available as maybe you expected, and make sure you don't spend too much time with that person. It is even written in the Bible, don't spend too much time with so and so, because you might not be welcomed, because it might be too much. So beware of the time you give to people, the time you spend with people. If you see that people are even bullying you, it means that you're spending too much time with them. It means that now you have to focus on yourself. So it's not only about money, it's about your time, it's about your kindness, it's about everything. It's about items that you might give, everything, services you might render people, everything. Sometimes when you are a great giver, a big heart of a person, it comes back to you in a negative way. It means that it's too much. So if you love giving, what you can do is to find multiple people to whom you can give in a smaller way. You have a lot of time to give it to different people. Don't spend it on just one person. You have more money to spend on people, give it to multiple people. Don't give it all to just one person. You might disturb the person, disturb your relationship, and this is not what we want. And I tell you, when you change that, you see how people react. They are very happy. And even those who used to take you for granted, now they are the one coming to you. Now they are the one looking for your presence, for your time, and for everything they received, but it was too much, and now they did not even appreciate it. Let's take a small example to finish. When you cook and you put too much salt in your food, in your meal, do you know, we all know what it does. It's the same thing with giving. We need the right amount. The right amount to be appreciated. So evaluate, observe people, see how it is received. When it is received in a nice way, welcoming way, really appreciate it. Appreciate your gift, your time, your presence, your voice, your advice, and they're happy and they're grateful. You even have people who are grateful in return. It means it's the right amount. Thank you for listening. I hope you're all very well. I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye.